some other very important news that we got this morning about the health of the economy and what it means to each and every one of you out there. 223,000 jobs added last month. That brought the unemployment rate down to 5.3%. That is the lowest jobless rate in this country in more than 7 years. Christine Romans all over it, tracking the numbers. How good was this?
And that bears repeating. The lowest jobless rate in 7 years. When you have to go back to April 2008 for this low of a jobless rate, that was before the crisis, Poppy, that sank its teeth into the American economy and caused all that job loss. This is over the past year. Look at that. 5.3% now is the number, and the trend has been like this for a couple of years. I want to show you the recovery overall here because it's really important to put it in a bigger term context. Look at this, Poppy. We are now back to where we were before the financial crisis that really was so devastating. When you look at jobs added, this is incredibly important too because we had 223,000. You know, this is more than 200,000. That is enough to start lowering the unemployment rate and to bring everybody into the labor market who needs to get in there. And when you've seen over the past couple of years consistently strong and steady hiring, let me show you sectors.
Sure.
This is important. Architects, computer systems designers, engineers, temp workers as well, but business and information services, office jobs growing, healthcare jobs. This is in hospitals. This is ambulatory care. Nursing homes were hiring pretty briskly. Assisted living centers are hiring, and retail. You know, bars and restaurants, retail. All of those are the places where you're starting to see hiring really start to pick up speed.
Some of the jobs that have higher salaries, where so much of the recovery in the early going was these jobs where people just weren't making enough to get by. Still, though, you've got concern about wage growth.
Wage growth about 2%. I'd like to see more. The Fed would like to see more. But other kinds of signals that we've been seeing show that if the labor market stays strong like this, you're going to see wages start to rise. You're still hearing people talk about there are too many people who've fallen out of the labor market. That's still a concern. But when I look over the past 7 years, I see something pretty exciting. I see the long-term unemployed, about 1 million fewer long-term unemployed over the past year. That's important. When you look at something called the U6, you know this number, the real unemployment rate or the underemployment rate, that's also at a 7-year low. That's a number that's all the people out of work, all the people who want to work full-time but are working part-time, people who are working below their skills. That's also at a 7-year low.
Do you think more, because we've seen some of these big companies raising wages, Walmart's one of them, for example, we just saw IKEA do it, some of these other, do you think that that is encouraging some people to get back into the workforce who might have said before, I'm not going to work for $7.25 an hour, that doesn't make sense, but now you're talking about 10, okay, that makes more sense for my economic situation?
I think it also shows, because some of these companies are doing this, not the federal government, you know, because they can't get that through Washington, but these companies are doing it because they need to raise the wages because they're going to lose their workers. There is demand for those kinds of jobs. They don't want the turnover problem that happens when people start hopping to where there's a dollar higher wage. So that's what's kind of interesting about that too. I think you're going to start to see those play into higher wages, and I think there's just such competition in some parts of the labor market right now that wages eventually have to start rising.
Politically, what does this mean politically? Obviously, after these reports, you always get the response from the Democrats, from the Republicans. What are they saying? You
will hear on the campaign trail from the Republicans that there are too many people who are left out of the labor market. They're going to look at the labor force participation rate, the lowest since the 1970s. They're going to focus on that. But when you look at objectively at the numbers here, it has been a very good week for President Obama and all of the things that he got through, his Supreme Court going in his direction, a bunch of different initiatives over the past week. These numbers are good for the sitting president. These are the lowest unemployment rates since he came into office. And so this is a good number for the White House.
All right, Christine Romans breaking it all down. Thank you, Christine.